Let's see here. Hey, Hey, Doug. Bob boy, you're in early. I'm trying to get things set up here. Pardon the messy house. I gotta clean today after I get done with this. Oh, for crying out loud, I forgot. Hang on, trying to get set up here where you can see what I'm doing. Getting all over the place, getting to see all the mess. Alright. Oh, I see this fake phone charger's throwing a fit. Okay. Trying to do some tooling work here this morning, and I was trying to set this up to where I can y'all can see what I'm doing. Somewhat. Maybe. Alright, now that I showed you my dirty house and everything else in here. Alright. So, I'm working on another set of cowboy cuffs. I know some of you have probably seen the ones that I posted on my personal Facebook, and I posted them on the Instagram stuff too. They were basket weaved. I can't wear them. They're too tight because I put a liner in them, but I'm going to work on another set here. And then I got to start working on holsters again. I think I'm going to start on holsters again. The next batch, probably Monday. Although I might do some tomorrow. Because, oh yeah, I got all day tomorrow. I might as well start tomorrow. But trying to get some things set up because I got a craft fair that I didn't know about over in Old Fort Laramie in the town there, and the lady that runs the bookstore told me about it, so I'm trying to get some stuff made up here so I can send that over with them tomorrow and see if I can get some added business. But I'm going to go grab those cuffs I got done. And I got a wild hair at my butt this morning, decided to put some antique on them, and I think that was a good idea. Except I got it a little heavier on one than I did the other, but I antiqued them up. Man, they look really nice. I used the mahogany antique. Thinking I'm probably going to go the next batch of antique I'm going to buy is going to be a medium or a dark brown, but looks real good. Only problem is I got a little bit on my hand, and when I was rubbing around on the inside, I got a little bit on the inside. But I can't wear them. They're too small. They're too tight with that liner in them. So these ones I'm going to see if I can sell them here. I was going to donate them to the Lions Club, but I put too much into them. I got too much invested. I need to make a little bit of that back. So I'm going to make another set for the Lions Club. Because I've actually cut out 2 sets this morning. So this set, just like those, it's a buckle strap attachment. This one will have snaps. And I'm not going to fancy this one up quite as much. I think I'm just going to put my maker's mark in the middle with my fancy floral around that. And then do a nice border stamp all the way around and call that good. Because that border, or that basket weave, I spent 3 hours for both of those doing. And then, yeah, I spent probably another hour and a half, 2 hours putting the lacing in because that was a pain in the butt. And then, yeah, sewing it because I put the liner in there. It was quite a bit of an investment. But these will not be lined. And got to have my breakfast, Coca-Cola. Let's see. Steven, you're going to have to send me an email because I went through I can't find where yours is at. Can't find your address. So So yeah, if you can send me an email, then we'll get rolling on that. Because I have so many emails in my inbox, I can't keep. I have a hell of a time keeping track. But yeah, no, I looked there and I couldn't find it, and I had emails coming in, and so yeah, send me an email back, and we'll get the ball rolling on that. Now, I'll have to cut you out a couple more because the ones I had cut here that I already had dyed, I've pretty much got them all sold. So, but I can cut you out another kit, no problems. All right, so I've got my weather, Jesus. It's already starting out to be a long day. Got my leather already wetted here. And I kind of marked out how this pattern is going to set. Now, this is the pattern that come with the pattern pack. Comes with this, and then it's got one for cowboy riding. I didn't care for that, so I didn't use it. But this one I really like, so I made two sides, basically mirrored. Thank God for tracing tables. Before I make a mistake here, I left this open. It's a great way to cut up a project. Anyway, so I got that drawn out. So I put it on my cardstock. I got it backed with tape. I probably should have backed this with tape before I start tooling it, but I'm not going to get too wild with it today. I'm mostly going to do the carving and the I get things lined up here where it looks all good. And to kind of hold things in place, I got these little lead weights. These are hard lead. They come from wheel weights and stuff, and they're a mix, and I don't know what's all in them, so I don't use them for bullets anymore because I about broke my 51 Navy, and I just realized I'm missing a chunk of that. I'm missing a chunk on that pattern. Whoops. Missed one little part of the flower. Is that all I missed? Yeah. And we're just going to wing it here. So it's kind of comes in like this and like this and like that. Close enough for government work. All right. Now I get this line back up. All right. Let's see what time it is. Oh, it's only 9:30. I've only been up for 4 hours. No, 5 hours. I woke up at 4:30 this morning. I'm already getting ahead of myself here. It's not time to start cutting yet. We ain't even drawn it out. But anyway, and also a quick reminder here while I'm thinking of it. And I apologize, my power cable keeps moving my phone. All right, there, we got it set. Nick, Springfield Leather. Yeah, I got it from them. I ordered it on the Amazon store because Springfield Leather, their shipping rates, they all are doing is FedEx and UPS on the website, and the shipping rate was like $23 is a minimum for anything. So I ordered it from Amazon. Got my Amazon shipping. So what I'm using here is a ballpoint stylus. And so what I'm going to do, now that I've wet this leather, it's pretty well set, got my pattern laid over it, is I'm going to go over the lines of that pattern with this little ballpoint stylus. And that's going to transfer right into that wet leather. And that's going to be my pattern I'm going to carve out. The thing about floral carving is I can buy a pattern or download a pattern or print a pattern off the internet. Drawing my own patterns, I'm terrible at it. I'm absolutely terrible at it. And I found that tracing patterns, white table, my little fine motor control of running that ballpoint pen, Not that great either. But I can run a stylus over the lines. If that makes any sense at all. I wanted to remind everybody, don't forget that tomorrow, morning, Diane. Tomorrow we are doing a live chat. I think I said 6:30 Mountain Time. That's going to be here on this channel because Garrett and them are doing a Christmas concert, so they couldn't host a chat. And so we'll be doing that over here, and we're doing a history of gun leather, essentially a history of holsters, which it's not going to be a real long chat. There's my friend and hunting buddy and overall best friends coming back from her vacation down to Florida, Thanksgiving vacation. So kind of want to be around in case she has car trouble or something on the way back up. She breaks down in Denver. I ain't too worried because she'll be able to get some service there, but it's that stretch between Cheyenne and here that kind of worries me. Whoops, and I already went loved over here. Found that there's a certain direction you got to go with this ballpoint stylus that I can go anyway. I can't go both ways. I got to go one way or the other, or else I screw it up every time. All right. Draw that in, get that in. And then also, I was going to remind everybody, 1 week from tomorrow, Garrett and I are doing, over on the 11 Bang Bang channel, we're doing a chat. I think we're going to try to finish up the 1876 campaign. Oh, crap, that means I got to read Rosebud. Anyway, we're going to try to finish up the 1876 campaign of the Indian Wars, or talk about something. Well, we're going to be talking about the Indian Wars. I might change it around and just kind of do a generalized. I know he wants to get into the Nez Perce stuff here, but I, to be honest, have not read up on that yet. I do know that part of the Montana column that took place, or that had some to-doings in the campaigns down here in 76, had a few to-doings with that. Gibbons column, a couple companies of the 2nd Cavalry. All right. Okay, I've got that far. And then the nice thing about this tracing thing is once that ball goes through there, I can tell where I've been, where I haven't been. The problem is if I use this again on another one, then it gets a little more difficult to do. And I got to check a chat here on my Facebook here. Sorry about that. All right. I guess I should check that. Okay, Steven. Yeah, I'll check that and we'll get back to you on that. Franklin Horse says, ever worked with silver? No, I have not. I thought about trying to make my own conchos. Then I realized I ain't got time nor patience to sit there and deal with that stuff. I have a good friend that he does saddlery, builds some really beautiful saddles. My God, if he would, he could be a top, well, I'd say he is top tier, but he could do a lot more business, I think, if he advertised online. His saddles are beautiful. I went into his shop. Last time I was in a shop, he had one there that he had tooled. Oh, my God. I wish I could tool half as good as he does. But anyway, yeah, he does silver work. And so I told him, he asked me one day if I needed conchos, and I told him, I said, anytime that somebody wants a holster with conchos and just has to absolutely have it, I said, we'll be in touch. But yeah, I thought about trying to do it, and it's like, you got to takes a little bit of an investment forward. It's going to require me to buy some tools and such, and I think I'm just going to stick with leather work. Now, I'm going to be the first to admit I'm not very good tooling. I haven't done a lot of it. So I ain't going to say that this turns out to be the prettiest thing on God's green earth. But we'll see how it does. I'll check the comments here, Evan. Let's see. Nick says make a tap off. What is a tap off? That is a term I'm not familiar with. Okay. Turn this up a bit. And if you're wondering why I'm turning the stone instead of turning the leather piece, I'm afraid of making this thing slip and then trying to line this all back up again. But anyway, we're just going to go around the pattern slowly but surely. And you know what's funny is tracing a curved line. God, I need to cut back on the Coca-Cola. Tracing a curved line, like a squiggly curved line, it's got a lot of little curves. That's actually a lot easier than trying to trace a straight or gently curved line. Don't ask me why. Once I get the swivel knife going, then I can keep them pretty well straight. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Franklin Orr says a method of transferring a pattern of paper to sheet silver that uses a roll press. I wondered if there was a similar method for leather. Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah, Nick just described it. Oh, good job, Franklin. Yeah, surgery's not good. I'm probably going to have surgery done on this shoulder here before too long. That's one of the reasons I haven't been looking for a regular job, because the ones around here require a little bit of strenuous, and every time I pick something up, it's over 15, 20 pounds. Oh, this thing just sounds like it sounds like a ball bearing with no grease in it that's run for 10 years. It just grinds and grinds and grinds. So I'm going to do this while I can. I can make money on it. And Dustin's in. Dustin, you give any thoughts to that leather scabbard for your carbine? Nothing else would be great to display it on the wall with. Whoops, and I slipped there. Whoop. Alright, I gotta. Okay, Nick, that sounds good. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I can't believe it. I just ordered a side of leather. And to complete this next batch of holsters I'm going to be starting, I think I'm going to have to order another one already. Uh-oh, did I miss another line? Sure as shit did. No, I didn't. I didn't. A little weight was on it. Alright, before we get too far over here into this corner, I reckon I better get up here in the center and get started doing some stuff. Well, hey, Dustin, I'll make you a good deal. Actually, it's one of those, it's like, that one, yeah, it's going to take quite a bit of leather. That's one of the reasons I haven't started doing them yet. But if you want one, I'll try and make one. I've been wanting to make one just to say I've done it. But we can make it real fancy and tool it up, or if you want to just go a little bit cheaper option, well, we can do that too. We can make it pretty plain. Tried to talk Santee into buying these cuffs, but he wouldn't do it. I even gave him a great deal. Told him I'd mark it up 10% and then give him 5 off. But yeah, and Dustin, if you're interested in these, I got these too. All right. Let's see where I'm at here. Okay, we did that pedal. Do this pedal. Do this flower center. Do this one. And this is why when you buy leather that's tooled and fancy, you pay a lot of money for it. And that's why I normally don't offer it. That and there just hasn't been that much interest, but I just need to practice more. I would get a lot better at it if I was to practice a heck of a lot more. Actually, excuse me. Put that all the way there. Ooh, we slid. Oh man, I hope we didn't slide that far. Crime and Netley. If I did, I'm starting over. Yeah, Nick, I got a buddy that's got several. I'm going to see about getting a pattern, and he's got several rifles. I want to see if I can use for patterns to make some saddle scabbards. But yeah, thank you. I might hit you up on that one. Kind of got inspired to do it because I was watching Don Gonzalez make one the other day. Man, that was a fancy one he made. Beautiful, beautiful work. But I don't think I would want to go quite that far. The one I probably couldn't get it to sell. Okay, so we got that flower done. So I guess we'll finish up these lines here. Military Christy 100 says, "Good evening from France. Good morning from America." I think we're still morning. Yeah, yeah. It was only about 9:30 when I started this one. All right. And like I said, I think this thing slid on me. So when I pick this thing up, there may be a lot of screaming and other profanities. Let's hope that's not the case. Okay. Well, just about 2/3 of the way there. This takes a while to do this. I'm always scared to lift it up and check. Oh, yeah, we're looking real good. I don't think we slipped. I think I slipped before I started. Probably didn't have things lined up to begin with, but it's going to work. Gotta finish out this corner. And then I'll look at the chat here and see if anything's popped up. All right. Yeah, that Don Gonzalez pattern. I was thinking about that, and then also Springfield Leather has a pattern pack for scabbards, and Tandy has a pattern pack for scabbards. And I was thinking of either one of them if I want to go with something a little fancier. But in all actuality, I could probably make one. Like I said, go out to my buddy's place and borrow one of his guns for a couple minutes, and just draw one out on a piece of cardboard. Just be like drawing out a holster. I got a process for doing that. This wouldn't be too dissimilar. All right. hand is starting to cramp. Okay, I got all that. So I just got this top corner to finish out here. And I'm a little bit off camera. I apologize for that. Okay, do that. Yeah, I'll rotate that instead of the stone, I guess. It's a little easier. Alright, do that there. Right there. And then I need to look at the... Oh, God bless it. I went and put the pattern back in the box. Alright, I'll check the... Alright. Yeah, Todd. I've had this one for quite a while. In fact, I had it so long, my younger dog, when I got her, chewed one of the buttons off it, and I've never sewed it back on. Well, she chewed half the button off, and it never stays shut. But, yeah, this one I've had for a long time. It's about wore out. Actually, the reason I put it on... let's see. Yeah, these aren't quite dry yet. The reason I put it on is I was going to try... put one of these cuffs on and see if it fit over that shirt, because I can't get it on with my other shirts. Alright, here. Yeah, Franklin, yeah, you could laser print it on there. You know, that thin shirt, I can get it on to where I can move. And I just got mahogany stain all over me from that. Yeah, I thought, yeah, I'll put the liner in there so it doesn't rub so bad. Bad idea. But it's just a little too tight. That goatskin liner I put in there was just a little too much. But I like the idea that I had with the contrasting weave, doing the light colored weave. That worked out real nice. I need to order some more of that lace, because lace, for whatever reason right now, I can't hardly find it anywhere. Springfield was out of the lace that I wanted. I got this from Weaver, and all they had was a chestnut color, and I really wanted burgundy. But let's see here. Kind of got to keep moving before my leather gets too dry. Okay. That stem. Let's see, I did that stem. Let's just finish these stems out. Okay, all I got left to do is this flower here, and that's what I need to go grab the pattern to look at right quick. And naturally, the one flower I need to look at ain't in the pattern picture. Yeah, it is. Okay, they do go all the way through. Alright, because the lines on the actual pattern, the printed pattern, didn't go all the way through. Okay, so we're going to go This way. This way. Alright, just about done. Actually, no, I gotta go around the border. Okay, I'll come up here and up here. Okay, now let's do this border here. See if I can do a straight line with a stylus. No, I sure can't. Hey, Saboteur. Guns of the West. Give me a second, Destin. Let me read. I gotta do this and I'll read your comment here. Alright, let's see what Destin said here. How much for a black double loop holster for my single action army with 7.5 inch barrel? The double loop I gotta be just like the Bohannon, but it'll go all the way to the end. In fact, I got one for display right here. I got that black. I got that double loop and do that in black. Like I said, this is just the Bohannon. I just extended the barrel out. I've also got a triple loop design that does not have the recurve here for the trigger guard. And it's a square skirt, comes out, but it's 3 loops. I think you've seen that, or you've probably seen that in some of my videos. I'm running 70. Okay. Like 75 is what I charged the last guy. So yeah, I can definitely do that. You want it tooled or anything? Basket weave, I can do basket weave for another 30. And then tooling, we're going to have to go quite a little bit higher. But if you just want it plain, yeah. I think you said that. But yeah. I'll send you a text message. We'll figure that one out. Looks like I'm going to have to order some more leather. Just plain? All right, sounds good. And maybe after seeing a beautiful holster, you'll want a leather scabbard. One thing I've been trying to do here on, especially on black holsters, is to put a coat of black Resolene on them. Because that black, I don't care how much you buff it, rubs off on everything it touches. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to do a quick outline there. Yeah, this thing shifted on me and I didn't catch it because I got very little space over here and it's not quite sitting square. but we'll see. This set's going to be, I think, for me anyway. Unless it turns out really nice. Thing of it is when I was cutting it on the leather, cutting the leather out, I was getting down into a spot that wasn't that great. So down here on this one, it's got some not as good leather. It's at that point where I could still use it, but it's kind of moving into that almost useless area. Well, the good news is it actually didn't shift that much. And it didn't shift while I was cutting it. So, that's the other good news. But it did get a little dry on me. There she is, all transferred over. And I just realized now, my dumb ass, I was going to leave that spot open right there for my maker's mark. And I think it's too late to do that. So, I can test it right quick, I guess. Test that theory. There's an okay piece of scrap. Let that set a second. I guess I can just kind of make some marks here. Doodle. Actually, I said earlier I can't freehand a flower with a crap. May have not given myself enough credit. I just kind of freehanded that one. Anyway, let's see if I can set my stamp over that, if it's going to look good or not. Otherwise, I guess won't put my stamp on that one. Might wind up being a pair of mine anyway. Whoops. Well, it sits over, but you can see a mark in between it, so. Franklin, no, I do not heat this stamp. This is magnesium. You heat this, and you're going to have a fire that'll never go out for a few years. That's a damn shame, because that's actually one of the best stamps I've got for my name on my maker's mark. Nice and crisp on that one. Yeah, well. That's funny. Yeah, Franklin, I've been thinking about it. I'm going to get a steel one made. Because this one still has Colorado on it. And I'm not in Colorado, so I feel like it's kind of a false advertising. But I'm thinking about getting a steel one made. And actually, two of them. I'm going to get a round one like this. And then I'm going to get a slotted one that'll go inside these straps on the loops. That'll make my life a lot easier. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give this another wet right quick. And when I wet it, I try to wet the whole thing. Because if you don't, it could stain. Although I've noticed on this Herman Oak, it doesn't leave stains behind when you wet it. Not like the Tandy stuff. Yeah, Steven, it's just that, yeah, I was thinking about getting one, just having Wyoming territory put on it. And it comes more from historical accuracy, too. Um, but it also feels like, been living in Wyoming for over a year if I wind up staying in this area for a long time. All right, where to start? I guess first things first, let's do the border. This is where it really helps to have excellent lighting. Actually, I don't think they designed this floral pattern for this belted one. I think they designed it for the snap one. They just don't have a lot of wiggle room on this one, because those belts now, the snaps got all kinds of room. Ooh, excuse me, good lord. I gotta slow down on drinking my Coca-Cola in the morning. I know I'm starting to get desperate for it because I drove last night all the way to Torrington because I didn't have any Coca-Cola. I made a special trip. Went to Burger King and stopped and got Coca-Cola. All right. I don't even know where to start. Guess like I did on the other one, start in one corner and work my way around. Hey, it's been so long since I've done this. All right, here we go. Start this flower. Oh, that looked like crap. Well, definitely tell it's been a little while since I've done this. Should not have lifted that one like I did. Oh well. And it could be my knife is not in the best shape. But I don't know, I might be able to make it look halfway decent yet. All right. Yeah, Franklin, well, We got a good chunk of it. Boy, that looked like shit altogether. Guess this is now the. Now I'm missing a chunk of British Columbia too, because the Oregon Territory took up a good chunk of British Columbia up there. All right. I don't know. To me, it looks like crap, but somebody else comes along and say, "Oh, that's beautiful." All right. Boy, this leaf. I'm half tempted to swap blades out, and that leaf has got a lot of little turns in there. Maybe what I just do anyway, swap out the blades. Hey, Jersey Red. So I got that one. But this is my beater blade. Yeah, that is. All right. Yeah, but I am going to swap out blades here because, like I said, some of these tight little curves, I'm just not that skilled to run that big of a blade and make that tight of. Now, there are guys that can do it. If you watch Springfield Leather Company when they do their live videos, Denny and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they sitting there watching them one day, and one of them was sitting there tooling and just used that same big cutting head. I mean, he's just going around doing these tiny little cuts, and I'm thinking, holy Moses, it's going to be a long time before I'm ever that good. Thing is, I don't know that I ever sharpened this one. We'll find out here shortly. All right, go back here and read the chat. There you go, Franklin. Yeah, make consistent mistakes. Oh, yeah. See where I want to start. I guess I'll start right there. No, I think I lied. I think I did sharpen this one. That may be why that other one is not as good, because I didn't get it good and sharp. All right. Well, I don't know. I think it's both about doing the same thing. Todd B. option or opinion on cap and ball as a carry gun in 2022. Um, well, if primers and ammunition don't get squared away, we could be carrying flintlocks. Um, that being said, there is a reason why not everybody carries a cap lock in the modern day. That being is because there's something that came out that was better. And if it's the only option you got, I would carry it. But seeing as it's not the only option I have, I ain't gonna carry one. Um, just because you're reading history and stuff, and there's issues with cap jams and stuff nowadays. It's just too much to go wrong. And if you're familiar with this thing known as Murphy's Law, which essentially states anything that can go wrong will go wrong and at the worst possible time, I don't recommend carrying cap and ball. There's guys out there that do it. If you want to do that, more power to you. But I'm of the opinion that why carry that when there are much better and affordable options out there. Now, I know some people try to do that because of legality's sake, but and if that's why you want to carry one for legality's sake, that's fine and dandy, but don't try to tell me that it's a viable, not when you can have a, you're more prone to failures than you are with modern stuff. That's just my opinion. I am thinking this one may be needing just a little bit of sharpening. I don't want it so sharp to cut through, but actually, it ain't doing all that bad. It's not doing that bad. Alright, come in here on that cut. If you notice, I'm avoiding those fancy little leaves. I'm doing all the long cuts. I'm going to have to wet it here in a second, I think. 'Cause I think that might be the other problem is I'm starting to dry out. Ooh, I stopped that one a little short. Let's see what we got here for Chad. Frankly, if you can't fix it, feature it. Yeah. Let's see, what the heck was this one? Steven says, if and you know what you're doing, they're great. Yeah. But if you're referring to the cotton balls, yeah, they're fun. And I'm like I said, if that's all you got, the only option you got, yeah. But take my 1911 any day of the week. I'll take this 45 Colt any day of the week. Long before I even think about picking up cap and ball for carry. I know y'all can't see real well, but do the best I can with what I got. All right. And I did miss a line. Well, thank goodness. It's in a spot that can be easily remedied. Can't even tell it. But I can tell you right now, I don't think I'm going to get this one done in time for the craft show tomorrow. But I might get this other one done. One of these flowers, I think it's that one right there. One of these, I got a cedar that just fit perfectly in what they've got set out for the. Alright. After I drop that thing again, that cut beautiful. That really cut real nice. There we go. That's what we got so far. We'll see how good my tooling is. Alright. Gonna have to jump into these leaves. Well, no, there's this big flower here. I'll do that first. Actually, oh crap, I forgot to do the center of this one. My circles aren't that good. I think I'll leave the circle out of this one. This big one here. Alright. Start this baby. Right through here. Right there. The only problem with this angled blade is it's harder for me to make a feather out cut. It almost just kind of stops and comes up because this blade's sitting at a pretty steep angle. So some of my cuts don't look near as clean. Oh, yeah, then I slid it right through the middle of the flower. I guess I just stick to what I was doing. That was looking nice. All right. Yeah, and I'm going to have to wet it again here. But yeah, I got that flower added to it now. I'm going to wet it down. It's starting to dry out quite a bit. And if you're looking for a something to put water in on your table when you have a small operation like mine to do this, dog bowls work great, especially those wide-based ones like what I got right there. Because those wide-based ones, I don't have to worry about knocking that son of a gun over. Not like I did when I had a bowl, a round bottom bowl. Alright, well, let's see here. It's 10:21. Oh, we've been going for an hour already. Geez, feels like 5 minutes. 10:21. I got to start on these leaves. That's all there is to it. Alright. I could carve stone either till I made a ceremonial pipe. Yeah! Yeah, you don't know what you're capable of until you actually do it. Almost a little too wet. Alright. Well, curving, but they ain't curving like I thought they would. Making pretty round corners, that's for sure. Made sharp corners, but it didn't make round corners very well. Oh boy. Of course, that one was pretty shallow on some of those. I probably should have come out and. Oh well. Let's see. I gotta do this one here. There we go. Got the two leaves done. They don't look as pretty as they do on the paper. But, not much I can do about it now. All right. See, Guns of the West, I totally agree about the cap and ball for daily carry. They're so much fun, and I love the history of them, but I don't consider them a valid option today, like you said, unless it's the only option. Right, yeah. Yeah, that's nostalgia is one thing, but staying live is a little more important, in my opinion. Put it more bluntly. hell, I straightened that edge a little too quick. Damn it. Oh, well. Ain't gonna look that bad. All right. I don't want everything to change direction on me. Crud. Yeah, well. That was nice and round. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, sometimes we have little flaws. I always got to make one little screw up in something. Well, like on these cuffs here, should have put the antique on them with the lacing off, and I screwed up, and I got antiquing on the lacing, and I got antiquing on the inside on the uh, liner. But I think I will antique this one as well. But I'm going to do that before I release it. Trying to think. I think the last time I tooled something is when I tried to do a little tooling on some knife slips that I'd made for Caroline. Because I tooled her initials in a big one. She was giving me grief. She says, you don't have to make me all this fancy stuff. And it's like, I'm getting practice. Give me a break. I'm getting practice and you're getting free knife, fancy knife slips. Then I bought a real small tooling blade and I lost it. Oops. Not sure what I want. So it was funny this morning. Just to add a little funny to it, I got up and decided I wanted to have SOS for breakfast. Of course, I don't have any chipped beef or anything, so just gravy on toast is what it wound up being. So yeah, we're gonna watch The Wild Bunch because I've started that movie I don't know how many times, and I get through the bank robbery scene, and the next time I look at the TV, they're at the shootout scene at the end. And I turned the TV on this morning, sit down, and I started watching it. I got through the bank robbery scene, and then I had to get up and go use the bathroom. And then I decided to put on my pants. And when that was all said and done, then Garrett gave me a quick call, asking about some historic clothing, and then I got started doing some leather, and then, or I started doing the antiquing on this, and then I started a load of laundry, and I was doing some stuff in the dryer. Come back out, and I thought, yeah, I'll kind of get set up here for a live chat, and I cut these out. Turned around and looked at the TV, and the Wild Bunch was on the ending gunfight again. I don't know what goes on in between, but I know there's a nice big gunfight at the beginning and a nice big gunfight at the end. So I think once I get done with this chat and I get tired of doing this for a little bit, take a little break, I'm going to go over and I'm going to sit down and watch it again. Well, take that back. I can't really take a break because I got to get this done for the craft fair tomorrow, and I got to do 2 of these suckers, so I guess I ain't going to do that today. All right. We're getting almost there. About time to start tooling. I don't know if I'm going to tool it on the camera today, but we're going to get started. I'm going to get started on it today. All right, I get this flower tooled here that I kind of went over and skipped. All right, let's see here. Almost there. Almost there. I should not have tried to cut that little circle. Shit. Oh well, put a stamp in there. Maybe it'll cover it up. See right quick. That's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me till I die. Looks fine. Looks perfectly fine. Alright. It's getting about time to have to wet it again. Maybe I can finish it out here before I have to do that. Alright. This flower's got a real weird structure to it. Got a real weird V-notch dip in it. And I bungled it up. I think if I take my real steep beveler, I can make that little bungle disappear. Oh boy. Almost done. Almost. Let's go over this side. I am not going to try to cut that little bitty hole out of this one. Alright, let's see here. Just gonna do a few here. This little sucker here. Oh, it's got this little bitty leaf to do, and then we're done. Then I can go back and look and see what's on the chats that I haven't been paying attention to here. There you go. It's all nice and tooled. How bad y'all want to see me start to actual tool this? We'll take a vote before I start on it. Oh, let's see. Doug, yeah, you got a point there. you do have a point. Some guys can cover them up real good, and others don't cover them up that well. I'm getting to where I can kind of cover things up. Except for on a basket weave screw up. That's kind of hard to cover up, but I can distract your eye away from it. All right. Because it's one of these. Well, this one has had a little hiccup up top here, but I got that pretty well covered up. Oh, that's the one. This one had a really good hiccup right through there. I got off on my basket weave, but can't tell it now. All right. Well, anyway, like I said, we'll take a vote. Whoever wants to see me start tooling this right now, I can get started on doing a little bit of it, but I'm not going to go much more. Well, I can go for another half hour or so, and then I got to get with it. I'm going to tool it one way or the other. I guess I might as well do it on camera. I got that there. I'm going to go ahead and pop that. Yeah, I figured everybody probably want to watch it. Okay, now I get to go find out what bevelers are missing and what I'm missing out of my thing. My tools one day when I was moving over to this place, my tools took a upsy-turnsy in the Jeep. And I don't think I found them all yet. Well, there's one. No, that one I'd left at home color. That's what it was. That one, and I think I'm missing one of my backgrounders. Oh, I was going to show off. I did get some new tools just for this project. Although I don't have enough room to run that. Because I didn't leave myself enough room on the edge. I'm going to use that on the other one anyway. Did get a couple new tools. I got a long pear shader. I got a veiner. And I got a edge border stamp thingy that you make a serpentine stamp with. You run it along one way, then you come back and run it the opposite way. And it makes that serpentine. And then I found out I can do that with these camouflagers too. You can, especially this one's got these really steep edges. You can make a serpentine pattern with it. Oh, let's see. I got these from Springfield Leather, and I paid about $8 a pop for them. And it's starting to get a little chilly down here, so I think I'm going to take a quick second and turn up the heat. Thank God for electric stoves. All I got to do is turn it on and it'll warm it up in here a little bit. All right. So I guess I'll start on this flower right here. And I'm going to start, I've got my real steep beveler to kind of bring up these two folds in that flower up there. I'm going to take that and really stamp that up. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. That looks really good right there. that up. All right, let's see here. I'll do the same on this little leaf here. This petal, because that's curled up. All right. Yeah, Franklin, I think they quote that in Rambo, if I remember right. Well, I really wished I'd have done that a little better. And this real steep beveler I got this at Dandy. I like it. It does pretty good, but it don't texture that much. And I've got this one that I use, but I don't really care to use it that much. Especially on smaller stuff. It just kind of is too much. I'll go around the border with that probably, but yeah. Let's see here. I gotta look and see how they did these leaves. Oh, let's not knock that over. I don't need a mess on my table. Okay, they did that one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the leaves here. Sounds like the wind's blowing today. It was supposed to. All right. I'm adjusting how deep these things look by how I hold this thing. So like on these here, I held it more straight up and it cut in a little deeper. Whereas here and here, the one I just did, I didn't hold it straight up. I held it back just a little bit, and that doesn't cut, doesn't push it down as deep. So I can regulate my depth. Actually, I could make that one a little deeper, I guess. And I do have a great big beveler, but I really don't like using that. It's too damn big. All right. Let's see. What should I tackle next here? I guess I could start going around the start going around the flowers here. Yeah, Franklin, it was in Rambo 3. And Rambo's sitting there at that monastery after his stick fighting scene, and the Troutman comes to try to recruit him to go to Afghanistan. And Troutman quotes that to him while they're sitting there in the that little monastery. I missed that. Anyway, actually, I want to make that just a little bit steeper along that outside edge there. Hey, Keith. How's it going? You missed the fun part of carving all this stuff. Now we're tooling it. And on these leaves, towards the center of the flower where it's petal on petal, I'm going pretty light, but once I start getting over where it's petal on background, I'm starting to, whoops, screwed that up already. I think I can make that disappear. I'm going a little steeper out here where it's against background. And that kind of regulates your depth. All right, here, let's see. I'm going to do this one. Okay, Keith. Yeah. I got a black right hand that I just need to get stitched. You interested in that? It's actually sitting here on this other bench. All I gotta do is finish stitching it, and it's ready to go out the door. All right, yeah, I'll save that one for you. I'll get working on that here probably on Mondays when I'm going to get started doing this other batch here. Sunday I'm going hunting with Caroline out to my buddy Sam, see if we can get a couple of geese. And then Monday is leather day. You bet. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this a little bit harder on this because I want to bring this flower center up. All right. And yeah, I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to make this one fairly steep. Make this one a little less steep. This is that flower I carved out with the big blade, and I'm not impressed with it. All right. Well, there's that one. So I've got some of the center lines done on some of the flowers and leaves. That flower is just about done. I need to do the stem for it. All right, I need to do this. Oh, who said that? Franklin. It's just a local little craft show. And Fort Laramie is a town of about 250, if that. 200. It's not over 300. I know that. But normally you got to pay for a table and a booth and all that. But the lady that runs the bookstore out the fort was gracious enough to tell me that I could set some stuff up at her booth. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's see here. Oops, I could do that backwards. All right, I know I missed one here. Yeah, and I don't have a lot to send over with her. It's just kind of going to be display pieces, but um, thought maybe if I got this done. Thing is, I don't have a proper backgrounding tool. I left that back home. But I've got one of these pear shaders that's real flat and has a real gnarly surface on it. Oh, I'll miss this one here. Yeah, that beading stuff, that is a challenge. I could probably make a little extra, even more money than what I do make by offering some beaded stuff, but I just don't like sitting down beading all the time. I did that knife sheath that I got. I'm still working on it to finish it up. You know what I forgot to do? I had to put tape on the back of that. Yeah, well. Guess we'll just call this a practice piece. Just noticed it was starting to curl as I was tapping it here. I don't know if it'll curl as bad as when you basket weave it, because well, on these other ones I didn't back that and I basket weaved them, and they stretched a little bit. But not bad. All right. Let's do that very quick. Yeah, I'm going to background that anyway. All right. Yeah, we've only got about 5 people watching, but oh, Lord have mercy. That's how she's been going. So I've got some more of that tooled. This takes forever. All right, now we're going to get some serious ones going in here. I'm going to do this leaf. Say, I should probably, oh, I did that line, I did that line, I did that line. Say, thing is, on those lines, I don't know what freaking direction they're going. Guess they're going that way. Okay, yeah, I see it there. All right, I'm gonna do this real quick. All right. Let me throw that there on me. All right. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Franklin. Yeah, that. Like I said, that beadwork's always been fun stuff. But one thing though I hate sitting here doing this all the damn day. All right. Well, I said we'd run for 2 hours this morning, so I'm going to give it another 10 minutes here, and then we're going to shut it down. Only got about 4 people watching anyway. Really going to stand these leaves up. So yeah, on this one I'm holding it straight up, and I'm hitting pretty stout in there. Try to stand these leaves up. Oh, I see a spot that I missed. I need to take care of right now. Oops. Looks like the internet threw a little wacky. Alright. I got a little ahead of myself there. Alright, take care of these real quick. Guess it don't matter, it's going to be pushing itself back and forth into the other. Alright, I'm going to tap that real hard. This one a little harder. Oops, about screwed that up. Sounds good, Keith. Yeah. Yeah, I might as well finish this one right here while I'm at it. Okay. So you go back to what I was doing here. I was going to do this stem. I did the stem. So I need to finish doing the leaf. Excuse me. All right, working my way around. Okay. Thank you. Well, I put a lot of time and patience into my prices too, Keith. That's why some of my stuff people tell me is a little bit on the spendy side. And I invite them to cordially work on their own. And then they can come back to me and tell me whether or not they think it's fair. Alright. I kind of got screwed up on my positioning right there. Got around that leaf. And my back's telling me I need to go find another place to sit down. But yeah, I'll keep tooling away on this. Exactly, Keith. Get what you pay for. And actually, I've had a lot of people tell me I don't charge enough. The trade-off is I get a fairly good amount of business. So it's like I maintain a little bit lower prices than the other guys. Somebody may not want a holster for $120. But they might be willing to pay 60, half that price. So I'll sell it to him for that price, because I know for one of those, there's probably 3 or 4 more with the same mindset. Actually, I need to come up here and do it this way. Except, boy, that just got confusing as all get out. That's one of those lines that could have went either way. We're going to do it this way, I guess. About time to wet her down again. Actually, it's about time for me to go find another place to sit down. My sciatic nerve, I know my sciatic nerve has been acting up here for the last few days, because sitting in bed this morning and I start getting a pain in this place that I ain't gonna talk about here on camera. It's like, yeah, that's the sciatic. Alright, we'll do that one that way. Do this that way. Do that way. All right. Oh, I think I know why that. That was supposed to connect there. Ah, well, screw it. Boy, them folks sure did make that confusing. It's supposed to go that way, huh? Go both ways, and it'll be flat in both directions. Yeah, well, they're starting to get too dry. About time to wet it again. All right, we're gonna finish this one out. Then we're gonna sign off of here. All right. Well, everybody, I want to thank you for joining in on another one here today. Just a reminder, on Saturday, tomorrow, 6:30 Mountain Time, we will be doing a live chat, be on the history of leatherwork, or gun leather, I should say. So, yeah, if you want to join in on that, yeah, because 11 Bang Bang Boys, they're going to be out doing a Christmas concert, so I'm doing a chat, kind of keep the folks entertained. But anyways, yeah, be sure to stay tuned. And then a week from tomorrow, on the 10th of December, me and the 11 Bang Bang will be together again, and we will be going over the Indian Wars. Big D says I should make a rope-style military holster. Not sure what that one is. I'll have to look that one up. But, yeah, I might be willing to try to do that. But anyways, I'm going to be signing off here. See if I can get this tooling done. I don't think I'm going to get both sets of these done before that craft show tomorrow, but we'll give her a good old honest college try. So y'all stay tuned. Keep Keep your powder dry. Stay safe out there.